to grow? Are you ready to grow?
Hi, Tommy B here from the Killarney Garden Centre, and welcome to another video in the Growing Your Own Food series. We're going to plant some beautiful red lettuce, we're going to plant some green lettuce, and we're going to sow some spring onions in between. The onions will help keep away the fly from the lettuce. The red lettuce on its own isn't affected by the slugs, and through the green lettuce we'll actually put some copper tape to keep away the slugs from the green lettuce. When we mix our red lettuce with our green lettuce and also our spring onions in between, it's visually going to look very, very appetizing as well. In the first row here, I'm going to set a row of red lettuce. This is handy along the edge because slugs will often come in from the edge into the patch, but red lettuce actually deters slugs and they don't eat the red lettuce, so that's the first one we'll put here. I'm going to use this organic compost over the layer on top of the ground, and then I'm going to put my chicken pellet manure over that. So I planted my first head of lettuce here right at the start of the line. This is a spacer that will put it 1 foot apart, so that's where my next head of lettuce is going to go. It's important when you're handling them that you don't squeeze the lettuce, you're always handling by the roots. So we'll just pop this guy in there just like that, and just firm him in nice and gently. As you go, then what you do is you just level the ground as you go. To take these out of the soil trays, sometimes it's good just to let them dry out slightly first, and then this helps them come out of the block easier. So again, I'm just holding the block there, and I'm just going to put them in here. So the next crop that I'm going to set here are the spring onions. They're going to be set right alongside the red lettuce and in between the green lettuce and the red. So this is my 10-inch spacer, so I'll just move my line in 10 inches. Very carefully, not to upset the other lettuces. And we'll place that one down there, and then I'll just move this into the line over here to the other inside of the spacer. So now we're ready to plant our spring onions here in our line. They don't really require that much fertilizer, so we'll just plant them in the compost here. There'll be enough of the fertilizer feeding through from where the lettuces are to feed our spring onions. Same rules apply. You just pop them out of the block. Sometimes the plastic will just break away naturally for you. Holding them by the root, keeping them all together, and then we'll just plant them in there in a row. I'll just put a layer of organic compost right along where I'm going to plant my lettuces. We can also put organic compost around the plants afterwards, and that's going to help in weed control. It'll also help to keep the moisture in. Again, I'm going to use my spacer. This is easier than carrying around a tape measure in your pocket. With the spacer, you can always use it just to nice and gently move the line. There's my 10 inches, and I'll put it down there. So now we're ready to go with our second row of lettuces, and here again, this is my 10-inch spacing now for between them, and also as you can see here, the chicken pellets are on top of the organic compost. So as we dig, that will dig in through, and again, just try not to squeeze the leaves or the stem of the plant. All you're looking for is the block of compost. Now finally, what we'll do when we have the rest of the rows of these planted is we'll water all of these in. What we need to watch for in the next few days is whether slugs are going to attack our green lettuces. So to ensure they're not damaged by slugs, I'm going to put a copper strip right beside them. Here again, on this row, I'm going to put a second row of copper strip to protect those lettuces from the slugs. Simple as that, and we'll talk to you next week.
Killarney Garden Centre, growing all the way.